Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about royal controversies of our time, the ongoing rift between Prince Harry and the rest of the British royal family, and the new twist involving his unexpected meeting with King Charles that Prince William is said to strongly dislike. The story of Prince Harry, his decisions, his distance from the royal institution, and his attempt to balance his new life in America with his old ties to the monarchy is like a drama playing out on the world stage, filled with moments of reconciliation, tension, and conflicting loyalties. For years now, people have followed every move of Harry and Meghan Markle, analyzing the interviews, the memoirs, the Netflix series, and the subtle responses from Buckingham Palace. And just when it seems like the dust might settle, something new emerges that reignites global interest. This time, it is not about what Harry said in his memoir Spare or what Meghan hinted in an interview, but about a private meeting that took place with King Charles, something many did not expect after months of estrangement, and something that insiders suggest Prince William finds hard to accept. When we look at the exterior of this story, it is like viewing a grand palace from the outside. Everything seems polished, regal, and controlled, but beneath the grand walls are cracks that reveal the reality of strained family ties and unresolved emotions. Prince Harry's decision to leave the United Kingdom and build his life in California was one of the boldest moves a modern royal has ever made. He stepped away from centuries of tradition, giving up the privileges and responsibilities that come with being a senior royal, in favor of independence and personal freedom. From the outside, it looked like liberation, but it also looked like betrayal to some, especially to those within the royal circle who believed in unity, loyalty, and duty above all else. The exterior narrative has always been about how this decision reshaped the monarchy's image, how the public in Britain and beyond perceived Harry, and how William, the future king, had to carry the weight of expectation almost alone. Every royal appearance now highlights that absence, every balcony moment looks different, and the exterior image of a united family has been replaced with one marked by distance and unspoken conflicts. If we step inside and look at the interior, things become more personal, more raw, and more emotional. This is where we see the heart of the rift. Two brothers who grew up in the spotlight, who shared the pain of losing their mother, Princess Diana, and who were once inseparable, now living oceans apart both physically and emotionally. The interior is not about the grandeur of palaces or the formalities of royal duties, but about the intimate feelings of betrayal, disappointment, and hurt. William reportedly feels that Harry crossed lines by publicly criticizing the institution and, by extension, their father and stepmother. Harry, on the other hand, feels that his concerns were dismissed, his wife unfairly treated, and his attempts to find compromise ignored. Their interior world, once filled with brotherly trust, has been replaced by walls of mistrust, where even a simple meeting between Harry and Charles can spark whispers of anger and unease. And this latest meeting with the king, seen by William as an unwelcome move, only deepens the sense that reconciliation is still far from reality. Performance in this royal drama has been on full display for the entire world, and in many ways it has been a performance that both captivates and exhausts. Harry and Meghan's performance has been about telling their truth, shaping their narrative, and appealing to the global stage through interviews with Oprah, Netflix productions, and Harry's book. They have performed their role as outsiders with resilience, branding themselves as advocates for mental health, humanitarian causes, and independence. Meanwhile, the royal family's performance has been about silence, dignity, and continuity, sticking to the age-old motto of never complain, never explain. Each side believes their performance is necessary and justified, but the clash between openness and silence has created an even bigger divide. For William, the performance is especially difficult because he must project stability as the heir to the throne while privately grappling with feelings of betrayal from his brother. And now, with Harry re-entering the performance temporarily by meeting their father, the contrast in their approaches is once again magnified, drawing public eyes back to the unresolved tensions. Safety features, in this case, are not about cars or physical products, but about the protections, each side has built around themselves. For the monarchy, the safety feature has been strict control over narrative, the protection of royal tradition, and the support of loyal advisors who ensure that the institution survives any storm. For Harry, the safety feature has been distance, physical distance by living in California, financial independence through media deals, and emotional safety by speaking his truth in ways that prevent him from being silenced. Meghan too has built safety through her network, her causes, and her separation from the royal bubble that she often described as suffocating. But safety features can also become barriers, and in this case, those very protections that keep each side secure also keep them apart. William's safety is the tight circle of loyalty around him, but that circle makes it harder for him to reach out to Harry. Harry's safety is his American life, but that life makes it harder for him to truly reconcile with his royal family. And the safety mechanisms of silence, distance, and caution only ensure that the rift remains. What makes this story unique, its unique selling points if you will, is not just the fact that it involves royals, but the way it reflects universal themes of family, loyalty, and identity. People connect to this saga because it is not just about crowns and castles, but about two brothers torn apart by different visions of life, a father trying to balance duty with affection, and a son caught between his new world and his old one. The unique element here is that it plays out under global scrutiny. Every gesture, every look, every word, and every decision is analyzed, debated, and magnified by the media and the public. Unlike ordinary family conflicts, this one is part of history in the making. It is also unique because it shows how modern royals cannot escape the world of social media, streaming platforms, and global commentary. What might have once stayed behind palace doors is now a public drama, streamed, tweeted, and dissected in real time. That is why the news of Harry meeting Charles is not just a family meeting, but a global headline with ripple effects that touch the monarchy, public opinion, and even the legacy of Diana, whose absence looms over both brothers. Price in this story is not measured in money, though financial aspects certainly play a role, but in emotional and reputational cost. The price Harry has paid for his independence is distance from his family, criticism from the British press, and strained ties with the brother he once called his best friend. The price William has paid is the loss of support from his sibling, additional burdens on his shoulders as the heir, and the constant reminder that his family image is fractured. The price for King Charles is the challenge of being a father and a king, balancing personal feelings with the expectations of his role, and for the monarchy as a whole, the price is an ongoing narrative of division that risks overshadowing their ceremonial stability. Financially, too, there are costs. Royal tours overshadowed by questions about Harry, taxpayer debates about funding, and the commercialization of Harry and Meghan's ventures. Price in every sense has been steep, and it continues to climb the longer reconciliation remains out of reach. In conclusion, the rift between Prince Harry and the royals is far from over, and this recent development, his meeting with King Charles, has only stirred the pot further, especially with Prince William reportedly unhappy about it. The exterior of the royal family shows grandeur, but inside there is pain. The performance continues on both sides, but safety features keep them apart. The unique selling point of this story is its blend of royal tradition and human emotion, and the price has been paid in fractured bonds and reputational challenges. Whether this rift can ever be healed remains uncertain, but what is certain is that the world will continue to watch, analyze, and debate every step along the way. The royal family has always symbolized stability, but the saga of Harry, William, and Charles shows that even the most powerful families are not immune to the struggles of love, loyalty, and forgiveness.